Okay, we're going to talk about our first major issue with our GForce pump shotgun. I just got done making a video. I cleaned up the gun. I said, you know what? Let me run some shells through there. Just do a little function test before we go out to the range and make sure everything's in good shape. Well, I go to put something in the magazine and it won't move. I'm trying to push a shell in, and I put my finger, it won't move. I take a punch, push down, won't move. So I disassemble the gun. I'm wondering, did I put something with the trigger guard in there wrong to lock it up? No. So then I got to go and pull out this magazine plug. And this thing uses two detents, so this is, getting it out was tough, but I got it out. The spring goes flying out. But the little plug at the end of the magazine tube ain't coming out. And I mean, it was stuck down in there. So finally, with the bolt or the barrel and everything out in the bolt, I take a punch and I give it a whack and it breaks loose. And this is what I found. This thing was like glued or melted into the thing, where partially dissolved in there. It was frozen in there. I had to bash it to get it to come loose. And it kind of doesn't travel well inside there. That's supposed to go in there and out of there freely, and it doesn't do that. Okay, here's a closer look at this thing. That plastic's like it melted. It melted in there. And that's just a thin little piece of plastic. I'm going to try to chuck this up in a lathe and hit that with sandpaper to smooth it out. I'm going to have to order another one because I don't know what caused it. It's like it was glued in there. I got to make sure there's nothing in the tube. I don't know if that was heat or it looks like some kind of something melted in there. Alright, let me see if I can fix it. Okay, I kind of figured out that this tube, the magazine tube, is threaded into the receiver. So when they threaded this thing in, they must have put a bunch of Loctite on it. And you can see in this tube, it's up on the top. Here, I can feel it. That's where it melted this cap inside there. There's all kinds of crud and stuff in the tube itself right here, which I don't know how I'm going to clean that out of there. But this is problematic. I mean, I can feel that residue, the melted plastic. And I think that's what it was. When they assembled this and Loctited it in, they put it in and the Loctite was still wet. And it melted and froze the magazine cap in there. So that's what it is. And now I'm going to have to sit here and try to figure if I can sand this smooth and get something down in there, steel wool or something, and try to clean it out. Because even if I got a new cap, it's still gooey shit inside there. They'll hang up my magazine and that will cause malfunctions, Alright. Alright, well, I sanded it and this plastic's soft. I can dig this out with my fingernail on there. So I'm going to have to get a replacement, and inside the tube it is blued in that. And it's dried. I scraped out with my fingernail some of the bigger chunks of it, but I don't know how to get down there. So we're going to put this back in there. And this is screwed up because I don't even know if I can get this part. I got to go to their website and see if they sell parts. See if they got magazine spring or an end. I need just an end cap. That was screwed up. It was actually glued in there with Loctite. Alright, so now I know how this hole is for. There's a hole in there. Once you get it, you rotate this. There. There we go. You gotta rotate it so those little plugs so. It's working now. So, we'll see. I don't know, maybe I will do a function test. Well, I couldn't find any of my 12 gauge snap caps, but this thing seems to be moving alright in there for now. It broke free. So I guess I'm going to go online and go see if I can find another cap, because that thing's, it's soft, it's melted, it's destroyed. And I don't know about maybe getting my finger in there with a little bit of Scotch-Brite and trying, but that's a pain in the ass. And I don't want to break that tube free, because if they Loctited it in there, there's a reason why they did that. So, well, that's our first run-in with a problem with our $110 pump shotgun. They glued the damn end of the magazine plug to the inside of the tube. Okay, I never seen nothing like that before. Alright, stay tuned because there'll probably be more.